Hello, YouTube family. Welcome back to the channel. This is ALFATIR CRAWFORD with Finance Up. I hope everyone is doing well and thank you for the continued support. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to vet your vet. That's right, how to vet your veteran for your veteran shared housing business. So if you're currently operating a shared housing business for veterans, or you're thinking about starting a shared housing business for veterans, guess what? This video is for you. I'm going to share with you some gems to set both you and the veteran up for success in your veteran housing business. Again, please watch the video to the end. Great value here. So again, this is ALFATIR CRAWFORD with Finance Up. And if you have been following me, I have done a series of videos on showing you guys how to successfully operate and start a shared housing business for veterans. Guess what? I've included those video links in the description box below. Check those videos out. I promise you, you will get some great information, great value in those videos. Again, we are going to vet our vet in this video. We're going to set both you and your veteran up for success. Again, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and you know how we do here. Let's share the screen and let's go. Okay, YouTube family, we are back. Stage 1, the initial pre-screening, either via phone or online. The goal here is to filter for basic eligibility and immediate red flags before anyone spends time on a face-to-face meeting. Number 1, proof of service. Request a DD-214. This confirms veteran status and discharge type. Some grants require honorable or general under honorable conditions. Number 2, income verification. Ensure that they can cover their portion of the rent and program fees via VA disability, their pension, or employment. Number 3, initial safety filter. Ask directly, do you have any active warrants, or are you currently on a register that prevents you from living near specific zones like schools, etc.? As mentioned in stage 1 in the initial pre-screening stage, here is a copy of the DD-214. What is the DD-214? It is a report of separation, which is generally issued when a service member performs active duty or at least 90 consecutive days of active duty training. The report of separation contains information normally needed to verify military service for benefits, retirement, employment, and membership in veterans organizations. What information is shown on the report of separation? It may include the service member's 1, date and place of entry into active duty, 2, home address at service entry, 3, date, place of release from active duty, 4, home address after separation, 5, last duty assignment and rank, 6, military job specialty, MOS, AFSC, etc. 7, military education. 8, awards, decorations, medals, citations, and campaign awards received while on duty. 9, amount of total credible service. 10, foreign service credit. And 11, separation information, date and type of separation, character of service, authority, and reason for separation. Stage 2, the in-depth application and background check. Once they pass the paperwork phase, move to a formal background check. Number 1, criminal history. focus specifically on violent crimes or arson. While many shared housing owners are open to those with a record, a history of violence is often a non-negotiable no for the safety of the other tenants. Number 2, drug and alcohol policy. If your house is sober living, require a clean drug screen at the time of the application. Number 3, reference checks. Ask for a reference from a previous landlord or a case manager. If they are coming from a shelter or a VA, get the name of their social worker. Stage 3, the behavioral interview. This is the most important step. You are looking for social compatibility. Ask open-ended questions to gauge their mindset. Number 1, on conflict. How do you handle it when a roommate leaves a mess in the kitchen or plays music too loud? Number 2, on community. What does camaraderie mean to you in a housing environment? Number 3, on growth. What are your top 3 goals for the next 6 months? How can this house help you get there? Number 4, on rules. Review the house manual together. If they push back or seem annoyed by the structure during the interview, they will likely be a problem tenant. Stage 4, the trial period and final approval. Before signing a long-term agreement, consider a provisional entry. Number 1, the 30-day probation. Clearly state that the first 30 days are a trial. This allows you to observe their ability to follow house rules and interact with others. Number 2, the current resident vibe check. Optional but effective. Let the applicant meet the current house lead or a senior tenant. If the current tenants feel the new person is a threat to their peace, listen to them. There you have it, YouTube family. This has been a video on vetting your vet for your veteran housing business. I hope you found some value here today. And thanks for joining me again in another video. As always, thank you for the continued support. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until the next video, you guys take care, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye for now.